What's up, guys? This is Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the broader markets. I'm going to break down some big news that just came out as Tesla's planning to expand its Robotaxi to California very, very soon, based off what Elon Musk just said. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. Anyways, as far as Tesla's going, we're seeing a shift in the trend. Right now, we're seeing Tesla trying to respect an uptrend if we could hold some key supports. We had this low at 288. We bounced to about this 304 area, came down and made a higher low at 293. And now we're breaking out for the lower 300s. So if we could continue to make higher lows, we may continue to uptrend to try to fill this gap up here all the way up towards the 312 area for a temporary bounce on Tesla stock. But if Tesla loses support at 299, we could turn a lot lower back down towards these lows. So we have to hold support, and so far we're doing a decent job. Now we have some big news that just came out. Tesla is planning on expanding its Robotaxi. Right now, the Robotaxi launch in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's pending regulatory approval right now. But they are preparing to expand the Robotaxi pilot program in that area in the next 2 months, according to Elon Musk. That's some very, very big news. This in turn is also going to be important because they're planning on expanding their Robotaxi to a broader, wider area in Austin, Texas, and then they're going to be basically expanding it to California. And this is some very, very, excuse me, very, very big news so far. And this goes to show that, Tesla's continuing to expand the Robotaxi, and it's going to help them with a lot of growth in the future. This is some big news because the Robotaxi push could once again signal a shift in the retail automotive model, and eventually this could alter the consumer demand ownership patterns, and then the dealership service needs and other factors like that. Also, as the Robotaxi expands to more vehicles, this could incentivize more people to once again buy Teslas because for the longer term, this will create passive income for their users. So I think this is very, very bullish news for Tesla. Very, very awesome stuff. And I can't wait to see what else the future holds. On top of this, like I said before, Elon Musk said that Tesla is going to be expanding the service to a larger area in Austin this weekend. So they started off in a very, very small geo-fenced area in Austin, Texas. Then they're going to continue to expand to larger areas in Austin, Texas for the next month. And then as they continue to expand, once they get the necessary regulatory approvals, then we're going to be looking for them to expand to different areas of California, the Bay Area, that's like the San Francisco region. They're going to be expanding there in possibly a month or two. That's what Elon Musk is saying so far. That's part of why Tesla bounced a bit as well, on top of other pieces of news. Tesla is also announcing the November annual meeting. This is going to be very useful for shareholders. We're going to get some updates about Tesla to see what else they tell us. And also, we have earnings in less than 2 weeks from now. That's also going to be very important for Tesla. There's also news that came out that Grok, that this is once again the AI chatbot, it's going to be coming to Tesla's vehicles next week, according to Elon Musk. And this is right after they essentially had their new launch. So they have the chatbot version 4 that came out. So this is the AI model Grok 4. That's the latest flagship debut. After that came out, now Musk is saying that very soon it's going to be incorporated into Teslas, maybe as soon as next week at the latest. That could be very useful as well. Can't wait to see what this leads to. That's also some very exciting news. Finally, there was this right over here. I did see Elon Musk say something about Tesla. And like I said before, honestly, guys, Musk doesn't talk as much about Tesla as he used to. He is very distracted by politics. But he did say a couple of things. That's why I want to kind of like talk about that. So at least on his X page, he did talk about how, he's highlighting how important it is for Tesla to show the owners how to use FSD, because this person over here posted about how basically with what's going on so far, there are still some people who don't really know a lot about FSD. They haven't really tried it yet. It's understandable if they're afraid to use it, but it's also surprising to a lot of people that, they may not know about how FSD works, how to engage it, how to use it. And many of people who want to use it may not have even tried it yet due to a lack of knowledge. There's also those people that may not feel safe in it. There's always going to be those audiences that feel that way. But ultimately, I think that there is still a lot of misconceptions about FSD. It's very, very safe. It's not perfect, but it is very safe still. There's still improvements to be made. it is improving every single day. And on top of that, a lot of people just don't really know how to use it. I think that's a very, very big issue for Tesla. People don't really realize how much FSD is advancing and how safe it's becoming as time goes on. I do admit it's not perfect. There will be times where people may have to interfere every now and then, but interferences are getting less and less frequent as they're improving every single day. I believe that Tesla's Robotaxi is going to continue to improve, and there is still a lot of knowledge that has to be gained about it for people to gain trust. And then people who want to test FSD in itself, they also need to once again learn about it. There has to be like more and more ways for Tesla to show owners how to use it, and simultaneously, people should be encouraged to use it if they're willing to, and then take whatever precautions are necessary. So that's very important. I know that a lot of people don't believe that we have autonomous driving technology yet. We're not fully there, but we're getting closer every single day. And I think that the safety features and the full capabilities are still yet to be known by a lot of people. So that being said, there's not really much else coming out in terms of data. It's kind of quiet right now. Tesla's also very choppy right now, but I want to see us try to close above 304. If we do that, that's going to be a good sign that Tesla's now trying to establish a higher low, and it could be trying to push to fill this gap in the next couple of days towards that 312 area as we look more bullish. If we lose 299, which is like the 50 EMA, Tesla could be dipping to fill the gap at 296 or dump lower. As long as we don't lose 299, we're favoring higher highs, higher highs, and higher lows for us to continue this uptrend to fill that gap towards the 312s. There is upside potential in Tesla, at least nonetheless. For other tickers out there, we have SPY, which is looking bullish. We did call out how we have a nice kind of like inverse head and shoulders like structure. And we're looking for an attempt to get to the all-time high at 626. If that breaks, we may continue to pump. As long as we don't lose 623.28, we're looking good, and we're looking more bullish for now. The QQQ is looking a bit more bullish so long as we don't lose 555. We're favoring 557 or above. On the IWM, we look more bullish. We're favoring 225, if not 227. As long as we don't lose 223, we're looking good, and we did predict this. ES is looking more bullish. It came up to my target exactly at 63.25, and we could go for the all-time high all over again to continue this run. Looks bullish to me. NQ looks bullish as long as we don't lose 23,000. We're favoring 23,100. Bitcoin looks bullish. It's favoring basically 112,000. Nvidia is looking bullish. As long as it gets back above 163, we're looking for an attempt to get back up towards 165. I don't want to see us lose 161, so let's hope that this continues. For Apple, we're looking bullish. We're making higher lows. As long as we don't lose basically this 210 area, we're going to be favoring an attempt to push for 214. For other tickers out there, we have Palantir. As long as we don't end up losing 140, this could be looking for basically 142. For AMD, we're on a very, very nice uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows. As long as we don't lose 142, we were going to likely continue this uptrend. Um, for Coinbase, we're on a very, very nice uptrend as well. As long as we don't lose 374, this may continue to try to fight for 380. And I think we could break this to push for 385 or above. Amazon's looking bullish. As long as we don't lose 221, we're favoring 223. Meta's looking decent. I want to see us break 728 to continue to push for 733. Google, so long as we don't lose 177, we're favoring 179 to 180 for more upside. And Microsoft, we did call out how it was going to dip a little bit, and that's what happened so far. I need to see this reclaim 500 to bounce. As long as we don't lose 497, we're technically range bound. If 497 fails us, we could dump more, but I think there's a good chance we end up testing 500. Also, the VIX is on a downtrend right here, so we could be retesting the low. So you want to be very, very careful, at least for the time being. The VIX does look bearish and the market's bullish for the time being. And then Tesla does have upside potential, but that depends on how well we could hold up at these levels and if Tesla could continue this uptrend. We're trying to uptrend right now, which is a good sign. We have a gap to fill taking us up to 312. So I do anticipate upside, but as long as we don't lose key support, that is what my view is going to be. Thank you for listening, guys. Tesla looks bullish. I just want to see us hold above 304. And as long as we don't lose 299, we're looking good. And as long as we hold support, we're going to likely continue to uptrend and try to push for that gap fill towards 312. All right. Thank you for listening. Have a good one. Peace out.